Hi guys, it's Jamila here from Slapp. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the brand new Pat McGrath Divine Blush Legendary Glow Balm. But if you haven't subscribed already guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. And without further ado guys, here is the video. It is the hottest day of the year so far. It's absolutely baking, so I'm literally just like totally melting. Only very recently, maybe 2 years ago now, did we get a blusher from Pat McGrath. She's kept us hanging on, kept us holding on. But the powder blusher delivered, the powder bronzer delivered. I'm very excited to be trying the cream blusher today. And it came in 6 shades. One of these shades is already sold out actually. The Soft Rose, Divine Rose is sold out. I almost bought that, but I ended up getting the Fleurotique, the Rich Cool Rose, because that's the one she used the most on deeper skin tones, and I just felt like there's no point trying to be like too clever about it if that's the one she's like clearly saying is the one for my skin tone. I was also intrigued by the one that she called Sun-Kissed Seduction. That was like a kind of browny orangey terracotta shade, but it looked a bit too brown. I didn't know if it was actually going to lift my skin or even show on my skin. And then there was Forbidden Fleur, which is a rich berry. That looked nice, but I've got enough like berry blushes and I don't really wear berry blushes that much, so I went for Fleurotique just because it looked a bit more uplifting but also like rich enough for my skin tone. So it says soft buildable colour, dewy luminous finish, lightweight non-sticky feel, flatters all skin tones, multifunctional colour booster for cheeks and lips, infused with squalane, passion fruit extract and shea butter, vegan, 7 grams and 0.24 ounces. This is £27 and 29 US dollars. It is a cream blusher and it's like a balm stick. Her Skin Fetish highlighter and balm duo was one of the first things she released when she really started to amp up the brand. It's one of my favorite highlighters. It's a cream highlighter. I don't use it that much, but I really like it and I really value it as a product. It's very good. She did actually release a new version of that in like an iridescent purple, which I really don't need, so I didn't get. I'm going to show you guys the packaging, show you some swatches, then I'm going to get into a demo. Guys, those are the swatches on. I actually feel like this, when I first watched it, seemed a little bit patchy. It didn't seem that like smooth, but it really does melt into the skin and it looks a lot more natural and it really warms up. It's very close to Azalea from Rose Inc, but Rose Inc's Azalea is a lot more pink. The packaging is cute. It's not the best Pat McGrath packaging. It feels a little bit cheap. I guess it's quite summery and fun. You can just chuck it in your bag, but it's nowhere near as like chic as her original balm highlighter duos, which is this one here. This is actually all like gold. It's not just like a gold film, it's actually like gold. Everything's really nice. It's really heavyweight, it's really luxurious, and it's just like such a different quality of packaging. And she has changed a lot of her packaging. I know it made her products very expensive, so I guess you either have to have like super nice packaging and price your product, or less nice packaging and less pricey products. So I guess it's cheaper than this was. I think this was about 50 something pounds, but I just think this is just so much more precious than that packaging is, and I just much prefer this. And more heavyweight, sleek, chic packaging to something kind of just like cheap. It is big. I do like that. The balm itself is quite big, so that's going to be interesting to use. The colour looks really nice in the stick. It does look different when it's swatched on my wrist, but like I say, it does warm up. It's easy to use, very simple, even though it's not the most like glamorous packaging. It's very simple, easy to use. It's pink, it's springy, it's summery, it's kind of chill. You can chuck it in your bag, chuck it in your travel case and not have to worry too much about it. As usual, I've got one side with a tiny bit of cream bronzer. I've got the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin in 310, and on this side, even though it looks like I have bronzer on, I've got nothing on, just a bare cheek. So I'm going to pop it on the bronzer side first. It does have a really nice grip to it. It doesn't feel too slippy, but it feels slippy enough. And it seems very easy to blend. I don't know if it's doing huge amounts to my face. Like, I can see it more than that Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Light wand, but I don't, like, I don't know, maybe it is changing my face, I'm not sure. I'll give you a side by side. It is giving a sheen as well as a bit of colour, which is nice. What I'm going to do, because this is a 2-in-1 product that you can use on your lips, I'm going to quickly wipe off my lips and see what it looks like on top of a bare lip. With a bare lip, I feel like it sings a bit more. I can see more of my cheek. Looking in the mirror, it definitely has a glow to it, which I do like. It's got like a really nice healthy glow without looking too like wet, so I do like that. I don't know if the colour is like really doing much for me, but I feel like it's giving me glow. So I'm going to put a little bit on my lips. It is very soft, very silky on, glides together really nicely. It feels like very hydrating, which is quite nice actually. Put a bit more on my cheek. As a shade on its own, I probably would need a lip liner, but I do think it's quite reviving on the lips and cheeks at the same time. It looks quite nice and delicate and floral. That's it on. I do feel a little bit more vibrant, a bit more bouncy than I did without it on my lips, so that's something to be said. And also it does layer up quite well. I do feel like there's a lot more on my cheeks now than there was before, and I don't think it looks too crazy. Like, normally when I layer up my blusher, I do tend to look a bit insane, but I don't think I feel like I look too insane. I just look very like flushed. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick close-up. So that is it on. I do think it looks cute. Is it the best blusher I've ever had? Perhaps not. Having looked back at some of my other blushes, I feel like I felt more about those. Rose Ink Dahlia, when I first tried it, I was like, this is my jam. And the Victoria Beckham mini skirt, that was my jam. That's such a good shade. I haven't worn it in ages because it's quite sophisticated. It's quite autumn, but it's so good. This is good for glow factor, and I feel like it gives me the best glow factor out of all of my cream blushes. It gives me what a liquid blush would be without like the spready mess of like a liquid blusher. Sometimes when you put a liquid blusher in the wrong place, or you accidentally like tap your face there, then it's like spreading. I feel like a cream blusher, especially a stick kind of cream blusher, is a lot easier to work with. It's a lot easier to manipulate and move and use and blend away and blend in if you need to. So I do like that about it. I think the colour itself is nice. I don't know if it's my favourite shade of blusher, but I think it was probably the best of the offering that she gave me. I think there could have been a bit more variation, but I do think it looks nice. I think it looks cute. I feel like it does the job of what a blusher is supposed to do, in the sense that it's supposed to make you feel like rougey and floofy and like perky. It's not bad. I love the glow of it. I think the glow of it is fantastic, and I can see myself using it more. For the price, it's actually very good value, especially for Pat McGrath. £27 and 29 US dollars, and you get quite a big fat stick, so you can use that on holiday, wherever you are, on your lips, on your cheeks, on your eyes if you're feeling wild. But I do like it. I think it's nice. Is it the best thing since sliced bread? I'm not sure, but it is pretty decent and I do quite like it on. So I'm going to take it out for a test ride today, but let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, guys. Will you be buying it? Will you be trying it? Do you like the look of it? Did you get this shade? Did you get any other shades? Let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this video. If you haven't subscribed already, guys, please subscribe. We'd love to have you in the Slapp family. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.